Hi, I'm Pam Ashcraft, and I am presenting the conceptual framework for Winnebago Public School. I have worked at Winnebago School for 8 years. This will be my ninth year starting this week. I have been a first and second grade teacher during that 8 years, and this year is my first year as an instructional coach. Start out about our school. I'll give you the demographics. We are a K-12 school with an enrollment that averages about 500 students. 10% of those students are high ability learners and nearly 30% qualify for special education services. The student population is 99% American Indian, and the majority of the students are members of the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska. Our school mission statement is something we work together to come up with, teachers, how to say, administrators, parents, and we make sure that our students know it. Our mission statement is learners today and leaders tomorrow. And what we do is everything that we put our name on in our school and everything that's hanging up, or most things, not everything, but it is written in their Ho-Chunk language as well, so our students can still see that and speak it. I'm not going to try to say what that says and speak it in their language, but it is the Ho-Chunk way of saying learners today, leaders tomorrow. And our vision statement is, as a community of learners, we will inspire each student to dedicate himself or herself to lifelong learning, encourage cultural pride, and become a responsible, contributing member of the Winnebago Nation and the global community. And again, you can see at the bottom where that whole statement is written in Ho-Chunk. Our curriculum guides are written with goals, and our goals are at the beginning of them, and I'm giving you an example of a second grade curriculum guide for science, and on there we have 4 goals for the second grade in science. And for example, goal number 1 in this one is students will be given the opportunity to learn biology in order to explore the function of living organisms and relate them to the world around them. So these curriculum guides are based off of our Nebraska state standards, and this is what we do in our second grade. We are looking at a new curriculum for this next year, and it is supposed to be implemented this year. So we're excited to try something new for science. Our 7th through 12th grade, they work with a syllabus, and this is an example of a 7th grade syllabus for science again. It just has it has our mission statement on it, how to get in touch with the teacher, course description, the course outcomes, attendance expectations, grading policy, what happens if you're tardy and absent. So it's very much a standard syllabus that you would see in any high school or college, with some policies, and then it comes down here and it has a schedule for them. For our elementary school, we use pacing guides to guide us. These are our lesson plans, and they are done throughout the whole year. If we change what we use for our curriculum, then of course we have to change it, but we basically try to keep it pretty close to the same. This is a 3rd grade math pacing guide, and you see the standards, the unit, the theme, what they're doing, the day that they're doing it on. Sometimes this will say 2 days or 3 days if they have to work on the same lesson for a couple days. We use math expressions, so sometimes these lessons do last 2, sometimes 3 days. Then the next is the outcome. I can identify and use patterns to multiply with 5. The activity and the lesson, the resources, and how we are assessing. And all of our pacing guides pretty much look like this for each subject in the elementary. Um, these are, and just some other things that we get for teaching reminders. These are teaching points that administrators and coaches are looking for when they come into the classroom. So along with those pacing guides, this is what we are looking for in the classrooms when it comes to teaching. Generate meaningful and relevant math tasks, pose purposeful questions often, and then there's some things that we call don't. Explain how to solve a problem. Let's let the kids do it. So these are just kind of things to remind teachers of what we would like to see in our classrooms as coaches, and it's coming from the administration. We also do a lot with social emotional learning and behaviors, and one of the things that we are working on is PBIS, and that is a tiered behavior intervention system, where it's tier 1 is the universal prevention, so everybody's doing it. It serves the foundation for behavior and academics. Schools provide these universal supports to all students. For most students, the core program gives them what they need to be successful and to prevent future problems. And then there's tier 2, the targeted prevention, where that's for some of the students. It supports with similar needs. Providing support to a group of students provides more opportunities for practice and feedback while keeping the intervention maximally efficient. And then there's the third tier. This is the most intensive. The kids that have the most behavior problems would be considered tier 3. And they have behavior goals sometimes, academic goals, just whatever is based on their needs. They get their individual support plan in tier 3. Part of our PBIS plan is called the BAGO Way, and it's BAGO for BAGO, and we say be safe, arrive on time. The G, give respect, get respect, and the O means own your actions. And you can find that on our elementary school webpage. And it gives a little bit more of a explanation what our expectations are. Students are expected to behave in such a way that ensures their own personal safety as well as the safety of others. Everyone keeps themselves free from harm while ensuring their actions keep others safe from harm. An example of be safe would be walking on the right-hand side of the hallway and keeping your hands to yourself. So it just gives a little bit more explanations of what we mean by be safe, arrive on time, give respect to get respect. We give the definition of what we mean for respect and what it means to own your actions by being responsible. And finally, we are doing a lot with SEL learning, and we have a lot of kids with trauma in our school and a lot of situations that you don't always see at other schools. So we take their social emotional learning very seriously, and what we try to do is create a trauma-sensitive learning environment. And what is that? It is a classroom, school nook, or any other teaching location in which each and every student is healthy, safe, engaged, supported, and challenged. We know our students have a lot of issues that are out of our control, and we just want school to be a safe, healthy place where they can feel loved and supported. And that's our main goal of our SEL curriculum. We are just in the developments of this right now. Again, with COVID, we started it last year, but then obviously that went on the wayside with no school, so we're starting pretty much at the beginning again this year. So I do have a link to a video of another presentation I did for a class for this class that has more information about social emotional learning and what we're doing in this program. So that link is there if anybody ever wants to look at that. And that is my presentation on our conceptual framework at Winnebago Public School. Hopefully you got a little bit more information about the school. It is a great place to be, and I'm very proud of what we've done in the last few years working together and making it a great place for our staff and our students. Thank you.